Hey, my name is Rob Marmorstein. I am the founder and head coach of Clifton High School Esports out of Clifton, New Jersey, in New Jersey. Clifton is an incredibly socioeconomically and culturally diverse town. Just in this town alone, there are over 60 different languages spoken. The district itself has something like 10,000 students. The high school itself houses about 2,700 of them. When I went to go get my program started, I did a lot of research on what companies people were using at the high school level with regards to playing esports. I found a few of them, but I found that PlayVS not only had some of the best reviews, but had high praise from people in this sphere of high school esports. So naturally, while there are other people in the state, I chose to keep going with PlayVS. So we chose to exclusively work with PlayVS because they offer a large variety of games, and they offer a large variety of games that our students get behind. Constantly, every season, they're trying to either innovate, bring more games in, be more communicative. They're a small company, but they try really hard, and I obviously really appreciate that. I think PlayVS catalog is what sets them apart from everybody else. Everybody else can offer small things or even tournaments related to the game and title that they want to play with. And so I think that the idea that I can build an entire season around a specific title is really enticing. So we looked at a lot of the competitors, especially around the state, and what we found was they not only didn't have the support infrastructure, but they didn't have the UI was not as good as it is with PlayVS. The students' ability to get on and check their schedules and communicate with opponents was really important. And I think that their ability to hold themselves accountable and to also be part of the process of playing against other teams is very important to us. Because PlayVS has such a gigantic reach and they're such a large company with respect to how many schools that they operate out of, that I felt that that was the best way for our kids to get the most engaged in the esports community at the high school level. So I think PlayVS offers a lot with regards to community outreach. So the students have an easy way to get in and look at their schedule and communicate with their opponents, but also the amount of things that PlayVS has given to us with regards to things like Nintendo Switches and codes and games and things. They are so good to be able to supply us with things that we've needed in order to compete that I don't really think we'd have to go outside for very much. You will find competitors who will offer you a league at a cheaper price, but what you'll find is a league with a cheaper quality product. And what I think is great about PlayVS is they offer the most bang for your buck. The amount of support, the UI, and all the things that they're willing to give to every school to make sure that the students are all engaged is the thing that sells the company the most to me. So high schools in New Jersey should compete through PlayVS because they have such a robust program. I cannot undersell how far their reach is. You'll play with so many different kinds of people that it's just tremendous experience.